so I have already prepped my hair with dry shampoo, and I've also gone through it with a crimping texture iron just to give my hair a little bit more like fluff. This is not necessary, but if you like to just beef up your hair and have like an even fatter braid, this is a great tool to use to kind of give a little bit more texture to the hair. Okay, now I'm going to be putting all my hair onto one side. You can choose whichever side you want. Sorry, I have a cold. But we're going to just take a little bit of hair out on this side as well. Kind of like that. And then you gather all your hair over to one side. Next, you're going to take about like a 2-inch chunk from this section over here. Take out your front pieces that you want to hang out. And you're just going to do a regular 3-strand braid. So I am just going to be loosely braiding this like a normal 3-strand braid. So you just go all the way down till you get to the end. Just like so, and then you're going to tie it off with an elastic. Okay, now that you've got your first 3-strand braid, I'm going to take some texture spray. This is the Kenra Dry Texture Spray. I'm just going to spray that braid, and I'm going to pinch and pull starting from the bottom. Sorry, my dog's barking at something. We're going to just pinch and pull starting from the bottom, creating a nice like poppy. Creating a nice little texture braid. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is just going to give it some more volume. Like so. Just pinch and pull until you're happy with it. This one doesn't need to be super thick because we're going to have an even bigger braid. Okay, so next we're going to take a smaller chunk, so about an inch chunk from this back section, just like this. And we're going to create a hole through this first braid. And we're going to bring this hair up through the hole so that this hair is laying on top, just like this. And we're going to create a fishtail braid. So this is going to make this braid look very intricate, but a fishtail braid is essentially just a 2-strand braid, and you're weaving back and forth a piece of hair, a small section from each side, and then bringing it over to the other side. So let's see if I can show you this. I'm taking a small piece from this side, crossing it over to this side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a small piece from the outside, bring it over to the inside. Small piece from the outside, bring it over to the inside. And you continue this way all the way down. And then we're going to do the same thing and pull it out. Okay, so you can sub out the fishtail braid for like a regular 3-strand braid. But as you can see, this just adds like a little bit more texture. And I'm actually not going to pull it out. I'm going to keep it nice and tight and little because I think it'll add, sorry, a little bit more dimension. So now that I'm at the end of my fishtail, I'm going to tie that off. And then I'm going to loop it backwards through my 3-strand braid here. So I'm going to create a little hole here and then just kind of feed it through. Maybe. There we go. And then that way it sits right on top of this braid and it looks like this. Okay guys, next we're going to be doing our third and final braid. And if you're having trouble with a little bit of frizz, grab yourself a nice like leave-in mask or treatment. I like to use One Condition. And I'm just going to kind of like brush this through the back. And this is going to help me create like a non-frizzy braid. Kind of helps like add some like tackiness to my fingertips as well, so that when I'm pulling the hair out, it just makes it like that much easier to add texture. So next back here, you're just going to create a regular 3-strand braid, and this is going to be your largest braid. And so I'm just going to create my normal braid, and I'm going to make it pretty loose as I'm braiding down, so that way it'll be easier when I go through and add my fluff, if that makes sense. Okay, so once you have it braided, you're going to want to try and make this one as big and as fluffy as you can. You want it to be bigger than the other 2 braids, so you're just going to keep pulling until you have the, whoops, be careful when pulling because you can pull it out. If you do pull it out, just kind of, I don't tie it at the end because I like to make sure that I can get the nice volume. But make sure you tug it little by little, but try and get it as fluffy and big as you can. So that way it's bigger than the other two. Like so. I'm just going to keep pulling at it until I'm happy. There you have it, folks. You can take this one out too. And, yeah, there we go. There you go. Now you have a really fun braid that's not your average 3-strand braid. And it was super easy to do. I just had 2 regular 3 strands and then a fishtail, which you can also substitute for a regular braid as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a great day.